Hello everyone, welcome to BizzTalk World Talk Show presented by Clickaway Creators. Today we have Mr. Tejpal Singh with us. He is a successful entrepreneur who started his career as a simple software developer, moving to manager projects, then proceeded to become director technologies in a French company, and now founder and managing director of his own company, STAD Enterprises. He has worked with esteemed clients like Airtel, Canon India, Adidas, ITC, Accor Hotels in the past. He is currently building solutions using technology like IoT, machine learning, and blockchain, and serving clients in Europe and India. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the man himself. Hello, Mr. Singh. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
How are
Pleasure,
you?
pleasure. I'm good. Pleasure joining here. Thank you. How about you? Are you good?
Yes, sir. I'm doing well. So let's start with your first question. So could you please brief us about your journey in the business?
Yeah, that's right. So I have been in this IT industry. I've been serving with solutions for the last 30 years. The journey started with very small steps. I started as a freelance consultant after going through a bit of formal education in the IT field. Although I was coming from a background of commerce, that's an interesting thing to people to know about. Then I did a lot of these things around being in freelancing, and then senior system consultant, developed library management system for Swiss Development Center. I was then working with IGNOU as web consultant, build up their virtual campus at that early years of 1999 or so, when people just started learning about what internet is all about, and we were creating these solutions and delivering their classes or their actual course material online. That was the objective, and we did also send CDs with them to their students for their learning capabilities, self-paced learning. Then moved to the customer-oriented manager, become a customer-oriented manager, created RFPs and solutions for ERPs like Navision, Microsoft Navision at that time. Nowadays, it's called Microsoft Dynamics. Then they become a project manager with a UK-based company. And here we were actually working for solutions in the travel industry. With that, I moved to a French company which was into travel and hotel hospitality. And here I ended up doing a lot of things like building team, creating from scratch the team, delivering solutions, building solutions for their industry. And what happened in the process that we ended up creating some solutions which were the first ones in the industry. And then in 2018, I started my own business, which is by the name STAD Enterprises. Having spent so many years, I thought it's time for me to work on now, create on more solutions and all that. And recently, I was given in this year Man of Excellence Award by Indian Achievers Forum. And I was just finished last 2 weeks back. I just finished a panel discussion at IGNOU for their deep learning program.
Wow. People generally they are aiming to start their career in these fields, and you have worked so well in the early 90s.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Especially in the internet field, it has been a journey where I have seen internet taking birth and now maturing it.
That's wonderful. So did you face any obstacle in your path of success in the early days? And if yes, how did you overcome and supersede them?
Yeah, so let me just make it into two different type of obstacles. One is for the self and the other is for the company. So one of the self obstacles that I faced, because I was coming from a commerce background where I did a bit of IT education in the private sector. But what gradually I realized is that the formal degree, having a formal degree becomes a kind of obstacle to move faster and take larger strides in the industry. So then I ended up doing masters in computer science. And that gave me the wings to go forward, and there was no looking back after that. So my journey or hunger for knowledge increased, and I ended up doing certifications in various different technologies as the technologies unfolded. So now I am holding certifications in IoT, AWS, data analytics, machine learning, and I'm working towards also completing blockchain certification.
So learning is still going on.
Learning is still going on. So learning has kept on now. So it's never
Wonderful.
stopping. And the other thing on the company front, so I started company with a zero funding. So one of the biggest challenge was how to grow, how to increase, how to move forward. So we, instead of, so largely what I've seen is organization or people do is they create a kind of concept, go for pitching, get the funding, and start creating more on it. And gradually in 5 to 10 years around, you see unicorns arriving and making it. And largely what happens is it gets sold off by or bought by bigger players. My journey was not that. My objective is not that. I want to be here as a long-term player, and I want to keep creating long and a larger number of solutions. So that's why I didn't go for funding. What I did was I started creating a team that can deliver services and solutions, insightful solutions for our clients that we service. And with the revenue that we generate, we fuel the R&D team to work on product lines. So that's what we are working on at the moment.
Wonderful. And what are your methods of team or people management?
Yeah, so see, whatever we generally do, it's we cannot achieve without a team that is congenial enough. So right, so bringing team on board on the same plane is the key focus area. Team is never a liability. It's an asset of the organization that actually helps create things. So what we do is we bring challenges for the team to solve. That's the first thing we focus on. The next thing we do is make the team collaborative and self-organized. So making or finding the right balance of processes, work-life balance to make them self-organized so that they understand, okay, we need to work together and find the right solutions. Compassionate and team transparency is the key between us. So whatever be the problem, whether it's work related, whether it's home related, we share with each other to identify and help each other in both the areas, so that none of the area gets missed out, right? Because we are in the end we are human beings, right? Yes. Then we are also making efforts to align the team and work objective together to achieve that common goal. So we do regular discussions and meetings, and if there is a deviation, we look at how to identify and recorrect that. In the process, making the team the decision maker. So I am, or the company is not the only decision maker. It's the team that decides, okay, this is what we want to achieve with this kind of stuff, and this, let's try to look out for that kind of a stuff to achieve it. So that's the thing. So we look at team as our family, and the members as family members. Nurture and guide them. We want to nurture. I am personally discussed a lot of things with the team members, nurture them, guide them in not only their personal life, but on the technology front as well. And what we see is I generally look for people with the right attitude to join us. We can develop skills, but we cannot develop an attitude for a person. So skill is still developable, not the attitude. So that's why the person has to have a right attitude to work with us.
That's a great way to have a team, and it's a learning for me as well, because as you allow your team to take decisions, I think it's a very great way to like have a trust building process with the team.
Correct, absolutely. Right. Because we want them to do the decision making by learning, and we are there to help because the experience is behind them. We want to bring all the experience behind them to help them grow, help them become their own decision makers. And in the process, they learn how to deal in life situations as well.
Wonderful. So what is your time management mantra?
All right. So Yes, it is one of the crucial aspects. I understand time management, but I don't look at things of managing time like stringent stuff. We keep, I try to keep a very simple stuff. The focus is getting, the only focus that here is getting the work done in the rightful time frame, right? So the to achieve that, what we actually do is we prioritize things. The first thing, that thing is to prioritize, find the urgent items, find the important items to close, and then plan it every day. For the day plan, we just do planning in the morning. That's the first thing that we do. And then stay focused to get one thing done at a time. Whenever you pick up a thing from a list, ensure that it is done, it is completed before you start taking on the other thing. Because if you look at, let me just give you an analogy here. If you look at computers, believe me, I have been in this industry, I know ins and out. Even computer does one thing at a time. It does seems like it is doing too many things, but believe me, it does one thing at a time. And the point is that it does for a very small fraction of a second, that it looks like it's doing too many things at the same time. But it does one thing at a time, and be focused to complete that thing at a time. We never, the other thing we look at is never forget to set the goals. Goal setting is one of the key essentials for time management mantra. If you don't set what you want to achieve, then you turn to get lost. So never get lost. First set the goals and ensure that you meet the goals as we go along. Of course, doing work is important, but taking break is equivalently important. Take breaks, recharge yourself, and then get on with the next stuff. And I also preach to my juniors. I think I gave this coined this statement or stuff pronoun for, I think, in early 90s when I was working. So it was it's called constructive time pass. So if you have some time to do something or free time at your disposal, utilize judiciously. So what you should be doing is utilizing your free time to learn new things, to make it more constructive, not destructive. Don't waste time. Time is precious. That's how we look at time mantra.
So let's let's talk about your passion, about your company, about STAD Enterprise. So what exactly do?
Okay, so STAD Enterprises as an organization, we are actually, as I mentioned earlier also, but we are looking at building solutions around technologies like data science, machine learning, IoT, blockchain. We also do digital transformation and application development because whatever we do for our clients, without digital transformation and application development, even with these technologies, will not be completing the solution for them. So one side, we provide the services, build solutions. So I would say we are not a consulting company, but we are solution providing company. We sit with the client, understand their problems, understand their concerns, issues, and try to give them solutions, not consult. We just give them solutions by building the solutions ourselves and helping them achieve what they want to achieve in the organization. So we are actually we see as an extended arm for our clients on the technology front. Alongside, what we are also doing is we are creating product lines as we speak. We are already having a product called Tramo, which is for the buying agency exporter business area, where it's a workflow based business automation system for this particular industry, that they can manage the small business team or small business organizations in this industry can make use of this quite reasonably priced solution and manage their orders efficiently without missing a thing. So that is what we are doing, and we are planning to launch 2 more products by next year as we speak. And we have been working with the diverse industries like manufacturing, retail, legal, e-commerce, exporters, buying houses, IoT related solution providers, travel and hospitality. So that's what
Let's
STAD
talk in
is.
detail about services you offer to your clients. Like, is it only the software products or is it only related to the services? What kind of services is that?
Yeah, so we are providing our clients the solutions by creating or building the software solutions for them. With the revenue that we generate from software solutions, we fuel the research and development team, which is working towards building product lines. So this research, believe me, the research and development team not only creates product line or look for creation of product lines for STAD, but also helps our clients to find the right balance between the solutions. By doing that, we end up giving the solutions which makes sense to our clients. So we look at business outcomes of the clients by giving insightful solutions to them. We are sitting in the shoes of the client to find the rightful solutions, and then work based on the learning that we gain. We will be bringing out product lines that can help larger people or larger set of organizations with those learnings that we have achieved in this industries. So we are building on product lines as well. And having said that, we are working on right now we are working on 2 products that we expect to launch in the coming I think by next year we should be there in the market.
What are those upcoming projects? Would you like to talk about that?
Right. So just to give you, I would put an interesting project that we recently did, was an IoT based solution for a French client. There in that particular segment or market, almost every building has access control systems. And apart from access control systems, they have multi-level of access control systems and multi-providers of these IoT-based systems that are there. So what we help them, what we are building for one of the clients in France market is that this particular client, the solution that we are working with them is to be able to manage any DAM service provider or access control provider from this solution. Irrespective of whosoever access control system you have, you should be able to use our solution to manage the accesses to the users of that access control or locking and key management system. And believe me, the latest IoT solutions are like you can use your mobile phone to unlock your gate at the entrance, and you can have privileges on different gates. So these kind of solutions we just did. Our R&D team did help find the right kind of solutions in it, and the R&D team currently is working on a fintech solution that we hope to launch by next year. The fintech solution is the main objective of the fintech solution is make the life easier for any investor, be it you, me, any person who has even 1,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees. Small amount does not matter, as long as he is ready to do an investment to gain profits and earn money out of the market. He should be able to do it. It should be as simple as that. So we should be able to see and invest and earn money out of it. In the process, we would end up seeing a more and more common man coming to the investor market to invest and bring the standstill money to flow in the market in that way.
Wonderful. So you're providing services to almost every domain.
Oh yes, right now we are providing services to almost every domain.
Wonderful, wonderful. So like coming to my last question, so I just need to have your advice for the young professionals in the technology sector. So what's your advice if you want to give some sort of advice to new players,
Right.
new emerging stars in the industry?
Yes, I see quite a lot of new emerging people, and I see younger generation is more energetic than our times. But there is one key thing that they should realize is that when we started the journey, the IT revolution was still at the nascent stage. And now what we see is that IT revolution is taking everywhere. Every damn industry is filled with IT solutions, which means that the IT, the technology is changing. Earlier, the technology was changing in years. Then it came to within a year, then it came to 6 months. Now we see technology evolving every 3 months. It's at that pace. So my advice to the young professionals is that, guys, never stop your learning ways. You have to find new learning ways. And to actually give them benefit is that nowadays the internet is full of information. All you need to do is find the rightful information. That's the only thing. There is no dearth of information available. It's so much
learning is still going on for you. So
oh yeah, definitely. In the IT world, we cannot even stop for a second now. This is how the technology is evolving. You must have seen recently the humanoid Sophia, which can talk, which can learn, which can actually talk like a human and learn like a human. So that's where we are heading towards. So you can't stop. So for young professionals, you have to keep your learning chapters always on for life.
it's a great session with you, sir. Thank you so much for sharing such great insights with us.
Thank you, Vishek. Thanks. That was my pleasure.
And we look forward to having a chat with you again in future on some other trending topics in the international business industry.
Yes, sure. Business technology, we can definitely have a word anytime. I would be love to share my experiences, my learnings. It's a forum that I can help take people on and understand. People may understand things much better.
Sure. And for viewers, if you like this chat with Mr. Singh, please like and share this video, and also subscribe to ClickAway Creators YouTube channel. We appreciate what we do, and you have more coming from the industry. This is Abhishek for BizzTalk.